What's up guys, it's PBX X here, back with another video, and today we're going to be doing something pretty damn crazy. So right here I have a Dell Latitude 5500. Now this is actually my main laptop. This is my main laptop, as you can see. This is my Latitude 5500, and you know what we're going to be doing today on here? We're going to be trying getting Windows 8.1 on this laptop. Yep, Windows 8.1. Now this laptop was released in, like, I believe 2019, I believe. This laptop was made in 2019. Let's get this turned on real quick. So this laptop was released in 2019. It's a Dell business laptop, and officially it only supports Windows 10 and Windows 11. But we're gonna be trying to get Windows 8.1 here. Is this thing dead? Is this really dead? Oh, are you serious? These outlets don't even have the ground hole in it. What? I bought this laptop a few months ago on Amazon. It was refurbished. It was only like 225 bucks. So I needed a good laptop, a good reliable laptop, and yeah, this is dual booted with Linux and Windows. So yeah, here we are at the desktop of my Dell Latitude 5500. This is the Windows 10 desktop. It has Windows 8.1. It's just way more faster and optimized than any Windows version that exists. It boots the fastest. It's just super efficient. That's why I'm trying to get Windows 8 on modern hardware. So officially, let's check the Dell website. So officially, this computer does not support Windows 8. It's only Windows 10 and above. So we're gonna be trying to get Windows 8 on here anyways. So we're gonna be trying to find some drivers too. That's gonna be the hardest part. So it should boot here because Windows 8 does support UEFI. And I tried Windows 7 on here. It did boot too. So yeah, let's find a USB stick, see if Windows 8's on it. Alright guys, I found this USB drive. Let's see what's on this. Plug it in. Wentoy. Let's see if Windows 8.1's on this USB drive. Yep, there we go. Windows 8.1 English is on there. So let's go in disk management. Let's see if we have enough storage space for a partition. Alright, what is this? Oh yeah, we have tons of space. We have enough free space to make a separate partition. Let's find out. Yeah, we have tons of space. Let's make a 100 gigabyte partition right now. Let's make a 100 gigabyte partition. We have like 400 gig. We have like 200 gigs of free space. We're gonna be making a 100 gigabyte partition for Windows 8.1. 100,000 megabytes, shrink. So it should make around a partition that's close to 100 gigabytes. That's where Windows 8.1 is going to go on. You have 97.66 gigabytes. Perfect. This is where Windows 8 is going to go on. Restart. This is official, guys. Let's boot into Windows 8.1. So again, this thing does not officially support Windows 8. So we're going to be trying to get this is basically an old operating system on modern hardware. Mash the F12 key. Let's get into the boot menu. Alright, here we are in the boot menu. So I guess, is it USB disk 3.0 PMAP? Is it that? Let's see, does it work? Verification failed, security violation. Alright, that does not look good. Alright, here's the secure boot, I guess. Alright, boot the BIOS to disable secure boot. Alright, we're in the BIOS. Where's that? What's secure boot? Secure boot enable. Let's uncheck that box. Hit apply. And now it's exit. Let's try this again. Go back to the boot menu. Let's select the USB drive. Alright. There we go. We finally got it in. There's what? Windows 8.1 English. You guess booted normal mode. Let's see if it's gonna work. Look at that, it's actually booting. Windows 8.1 is actually booting on here. It should work because it is. Windows 8.1 does support UEFI Class 3 as well. Look at that. Windows 8. Windows 8. This is actually working. Next. Install now. So yeah, hopefully this is definitely gonna mess up my boot order, but I'm just gonna change it back to. Or not. Oh my! I need a product key. Are you serious? That's also a good sign. The touchpad works and the keyboard works, so that's a good sign. There's drivers for the touchpad and the keyboard already. So yeah. The backlight. Oh yeah, even the backlight works. Damn. Even the backlight works. Guys, I entered a generic Windows 8 Pro key. Windows 8 Pro key is gonna work. Is this key gonna work? Let's see how this generic Windows 8. Hey, there we go. Does scrolling work? Nope. So far, scrolling does not work. Does it? Okay. Track point. Does the track point scroll work? Nope. The track point scroll does not work either. So touchpad works, but the scrolling doesn't work. So hopefully it works when we actually get in, or the drivers for this actually ends up installing, because that was the issue last time when I tried Windows 7 on here, and I didn't make a video on that, but yeah, I did try Windows 7 on this thing too. So alright, let's accept the license agreement. Let's accept the EULA custom. Is our partition gonna show up? There we go. Here's our partition. Our partition shows up. The NVMe should work too. The NVMe is working fine, so that's a good sign. Yep, this is an NVMe, a 512 GB NVMe. So let's just select this. Is it gonna now work? Nice. Windows 8.1 is installed. Let's see how long it's gonna take. It was very fast. It only took about, like, what, 2 minutes? It only took 2 minutes. Let's restart. So it was a very fast install. Did not take that long at all. Alright, we're now restarting. Is it gonna boot? Is it gonna show the Dell logo when it boots too? Okay, why is the fan spinning up so much? I don't know if y'all can hear, but can y'all hear it? The fan is getting the laptop's getting super hot for some reason, but yeah, I don't know what's up with the thermals, man. Windows 10 always makes this laptop heat up a lot. Oh no! Oh no. Internal power error? What does that mean? What does internal power error mean? What does that mean? What the hell does internal power error mean? We got a blue screen. We ran into our first error. It was working fine so far, but we ran into our first error. Internal power error. What does that mean? Is it with the charger or something? Is it with the battery? What? Wait, what was that? That was a BIOS here. Now what was that? I don't know, maybe disconnect everything. Is that causing the issue? Maybe is it overheating? Maybe give it some ventilation. Let's try giving it some ventilation. It had no ventilation, so let's try giving it some ventilation. Yeah, the vents were blocked. It's all on the bottom. All the vents are on. Oh, there you go. Now it's working. Now it's working. Oh. We got internal power error again. I have no clue what that means. I'll have to look that up. Let's just turn this off for now. Give it some ventilation. So I found a super user thread online, and apparently you're supposed to, and hopefully this works, delete intel pep.sys. So let's just give this a shot. Let's try this. So shift F10 to open the command prompt. Is it not gonna open? Or F and shift F10. Oh, there we go. Alright. Let's just type the command. Del C / Windows. Oh wait, no. What do you mean is it? Okay, no, that's my main Windows install. Is it D? Alright, I think it's D. Yeah, it's D. See, so del D : Windows / System32 / drivers / Intel pep.sys. Alright, we did that. Let's exit. Now let's see if it's gonna work. Let's move my USB drive. Toss that over there. So let's see if the super user thread worked. Let's see. Is this gonna work? internal power. I've literally never seen that BSOD before. I have no clue what that could possibly mean. Maybe some kind of power state issue, some kind of incel bullshit that's making it not work. Press enter. Let's see what's gonna work now. Okay, so far it seems good. So for the spinning circles, it's getting further. Okay. No way. Oh wait, no. Okay. Windows 8.1. Is it gonna work? No way. It's actually gonna work. No way. Does it actually fix it? Does it actually fix it? It fixed it. It fixed it, yo. Yo, that worked. All right, guys. This actually worked, guys. Hell yeah, this works. Hell yeah, guys, this worked. Wow, W person. Yo! This works! Bro, the words cannot explain how happy I am. So one of my Discord chats sent me that super user link, so yes, I would like to thank the person in Discord, he's my friend at school who sent that, and the person on super user that actually made that comment. So let's see, this is alright, trackpad works, does the PC work? Nice. The PC works too. J's are no spaces. Latitude 5500. J's latitude 5500. Let's name it that. I'm gonna try making y'all get a better shot. Oh, it's too long. Alright, are you serious? How about just latitude 5500? Alright. You know, it's even a proper, automatically set the proper resolution too. Nice. Finalizing your settings. Oh my gosh, this looks amazing. Hi. We're setting things up for you. Oh, this screen looks beautiful. The color changing? Oh, that was fast. It's gonna boot to the desktop now? Nice. Wait, even automatically set the DPI too. Like it does in Windows 10 and 11, it automatically sets the DPI to higher if it's 1080p. Which I don't actually like that. I don't think we do. We have no drivers, I think. I don't have no. Yep, it's tearing. We have no drivers. But look at that. Look at this. This is beautiful. Let's get our DPI changed. DPI. What the hell is this? Well, I need control panel. Where's control panel at? No, wait, no, just right click on the desktop, right? Screen resolution. Make text and smaller. Smaller, apply. It literally didn't do shit. Let's sign now. Enter a path. And there we go, signing out, it fixed it. Signing in and out fixed it. So far we have no Wi-Fi drivers. The Wi-Fi thing is just like X'd out. No sound drivers too, we have no sound. No sound, no Wi-Fi. Battery indicator seems to be working. Trauma bar, this is epic. This is Windows 8. Oh my fucking gosh. Windows 8, this looks so amazing. This looks beautiful. This looks we got the actual start menu on here. Alright. We have a shit ton of drivers to install now. From Sleepwork, so close the lid. Close the lid. Let's see how sleep work. Does sleep work? Nope, sleep does not seem to work. See setup now. Let's plug in our USB drive. We're gonna be finding some drivers here. Alright guys, so on Windows 8 forums, I found this link. So I downloaded it. Let's see what's gonna work. Let's copy it to my USB drive. Let's copy this to my USB drive. Nice. eject it. Let's see if this driver is gonna work. For my Wi-Fi card, it's the Intel 9560 NGW, I believe. So let's just get it connected here. The hell, it's not even detecting it. Alright, so I guess I'm gonna have to, like, it's literally not detecting the USB drive at all. So I guess USB ports do not work. There's no drivers for USB 3.0, I guess. So we gotta restart. Let's restart into Windows 10. And I guess I have to go into Windows 10 and use Windows 10 to drop the files into Windows 8. That's what I'm gonna do. Alright guys, so it's been almost a week later now, and basically, it's a terrible idea. Do not do this, alright? Windows 8.1 on here does not work, alright? Absolutely nothing is functional. Well, it technically does boot, but it sucks. Let's just boot into 8 real quick. Alright guys, there's absolutely 0 drivers. And I believe deleting Intel PEP.sys is causing no inputs to work. Like, it does not recognize any USB device. Windows 8 does not recognize any device it's connected to. I tried connecting Ethernet to it, tried connecting every single USB ports in the USB-C port. It did not detect any device. It doesn't even power the USB device. It powers the device for like 1 second, but then stops power. Like, the power doesn't even work too. And that's probably caused by Intel PEP.sys, but Windows 8.1 does not boot with it present. You have to delete it for it to even boot, or else you get internal power error BSOD. Alright, absolutely nothing works. Look at all the drivers I tried. For the Wi-Fi, the Ethernet, and nothing works. It's not even recognizing it. It's probably not recognizing it because of Intel PEP.sys. And yeah, that's why Windows 8.1 does not work. Like, I could probably get drivers for everything, but so another issue on Windows 8.1, the fan keeps constantly blowing at max speed, and it gets super hot. So it looks like the system is like probably on max performance mode or whatever. That's what it seems like. Probably because of no thermal management or power management or whatever. And the battery life also sucks in Windows 8. Like, only lasts an hour before it dies. Compared to Linux, which it lasts almost like 15 hours on a full charge. Alright, so the full version of Snappy Driver install will be approximately well, why is my camera like that way? Alright, so full version is gonna be a 50 gigabytes long. It's gonna be 50 gigs long and 50 gigs in file size. And it's actually, you have to torrent it. You have to download it through torrent. So I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna drop the file to Windows 8 partition. We're gonna go to Windows 8 and see if Snappy Driver install will work. Alright, so now it's downloading and I connect it to Ethernet to make it faster. So yeah, let's see. Okay, wait, that's actually kind of fast, not gonna lie. Alright guys, so finally finished downloading. It took a few hours, so now, yeah, it took a few hours to download, but now you're moving the contents of it to the Windows 8.1 folder. So yeah, look how hot this laptop got. Look how hot this laptop got. God damn. It's spinning at max speed right now, and the bottom is just super hot anyways. We're now in Windows 8, so let's see if this is gonna work. Alright, so I placed it in the downloads folder. I moved it to a Windows 8 download folder. There we go. Alright, let's open it up, see what happens. Okay. So it's automatically detecting it. There's like much stuff on here, but alright, let's try installing this then. As I found a bunch of more new devices now. I found the UHD graphics, Intel Ethernet connection. Hopefully this works. But yeah, so far it's actually finding a bunch of drivers. So yeah, let's see if any of this is actually gonna end up working. As you won't believe this, but this ended up working. A bunch of stuff has now been fixed. Look at this. First of all, there's now sound. And now, before, no USB devices or no input worked, right? But now if we plug this in, it works. Look at that. It's USB devices are now finally working. This actually works. And yep, there's even sound as you heard. Look at that. Sound now works too. Sound works. Ethernet works too. Let's plug in our Ethernet cable. Yep, there we go. Ethernet is working. Yep, there we go. Look at that. Oh my gosh, we got connected to the internet now. We actually got connected to the internet. We're actually on the internet now. This works. The Wi-Fi card obviously doesn't work, but Ethernet works. Ethernet ended up working. There's even graphics drivers too, but Unity it's like the signature doesn't work on here because I guess it wasn't signed for 8.1. But we could easily bypass that. I think we're just disabling the signature enforcement, so I'm gonna do that. But bro, this made me so happy. So right now, brightness, the keys even work too now. The shortcut keys work. Like everything works on here. I don't think the microphone doesn't work, but all the shortcuts work. Yeah, I need a new it's a signature enforcement, so enable the VCD edit commands. Use the modern INF files, and now touchpad scrolling works. Hold on, let me find somewhere to get it. Look at this. I can now scroll with the touchpad. I used the modern I2C driver, like some kind of modern I2C driver. It ended up working. I don't know why it's not here. We have to restart, but yeah. So scrolling now works. Also, I got a graphics driver too. The modern integrated graphics drivers worked. I can control brightness. And also the fan actually like isn't not loud anymore. Still blowing, but isn't blowing as intense. This is actually turning out well. This is actually working. Snappy driver installer saved me. And all these modern drivers. So touchpad driver ended up working. Now let's install. I already installed the iGPU drivers. Let's install the DDPU drivers and the DGPU drivers. There's actually no Windows 8 drivers apparently. There was Windows 11 drivers, Windows 10 drivers, and Windows 7 drivers, but not Windows 8.1 drivers. So no Windows 8 drivers. So so hopefully the Windows 7 one just works. I guess I'll just try the Windows 7 one. Alright guys, so you know where I'm at? I'm like a party right now, like a house, a different house. But right now, as you can see, I pretty much got it as much as I can get it to work. So let's log in here. Log in. So here's the desktop. So let's take a look at what works and what doesn't. I'll show you what works and does first. Keyboard backlight obviously works. Should work because it's a BIOS thing and it's not controlled by the software. So the operating system is not controlled by that. Next up, the microphone. Well, I don't know if the switch works. I don't know if the switch works or not, but the microphone does work. And the webcam works. Let's test out the camera app. For some reason the preview doesn't want to work, but it does take a picture, as you can see. It does take a picture, so. In the microphone, the voice recording does work. Brightness control. Oh, I don't know why it's not working now. It literally worked before. Oh, we lost graphics drivers. What? It literally just worked. Graphics drivers just worked. I don't know what's up with that, but yeah. The graphics drivers do work. Ethernet does work. Sound works. Sound works fine. Thermal stuff works, like this, the fan doesn't blow like it did without drivers. So thermal management, power management is working. Even with Intel PEP.sys disabled, I think it's deleted. I don't know if it reinstalled. Look at the start screen, this looks beautiful. This looks absolutely nice. Like, I just love this UI. I love this UI. Look at the charms bar. Like, Windows 8 on this laptop looks super nice. And yes, this is the carbon fiber skin. For Latitude 5500, it works pretty well. Yeah, battery indicator is working pretty well. But it has a weird issue when you put it into sleep mode. So let's put it into sleep mode. I'm gonna be back when it actually gets to sleep. Sleep actually doesn't work, so I'm just gonna do shutdown. I think it was actually shutdown, not sleep. So yeah, let's shut it down. Now let's turn it back on. It's gonna turn on. Come on. There we go. So I don't think sleep doesn't even work at all. Actually, sleep does not work at all. So my battery will drain pretty fast, even with the sleep being even though like if the lid is closed, it doesn't actually sleep, so the battery will drop pretty fast. Yep, just continue on. Yeah, my battery's already low and I forgot to like charge it before I got to this house, but yeah. This is not my house, so I don't have like my tripod or my charger with me. But we should still be able to. I think we have enough to continue this video and have my power bank with me just in case, so yeah. Yep, so right now it's booting Windows 8. 8.1. Oh, the touchpad doesn't work. The touchpad stops working for some reason. Let's enter my password. So I'm gonna try it again. Alright, I don't think I can reproduce it, but basically what it does sometimes when it wakes from sleep, like it goes into a lower resolution for some reason. And the mouse stops working. It's doing that now. Only the track point is usable, but the mouse, the cursor does not work if you use a touchpad. It only works with the track point. But something else that does is that the resolution changes from 1080p to 1024 by 768, and it has black bars on the side because the resolution is low, and everything's super blurry and super like big because the resolution is small. And that's that actually happened. The resolution changes, and the only way I could fix it is by doing a hard reset. It also automatically detects it. It automatically detects it as 2 displays connected for some reason. Like it's showing 1, 2, like it's showing mirrored displays even though there's only 1 display on here. So but yeah, that's our Windows 8 experience. USB devices does work. Sound works. Video out works. I think video out works. The USB port works. The USB-C port. But you know, 1080p resolution works well. Sound works. Everything works. Oh, there's no Wi-Fi card drivers though. Going through problems. Obviously the sleep mode wake up problem where the touchpad doesn't work, and sometimes the resolution drops low. I think it's hibernation or sleep mode or a combination of it that's causing it. Some initialization errors, and also there's no Wi-Fi driver. No Wi-Fi driver exists for the Intel 9564 on here. I tried my hardest to mod INFs and everything, it just didn't work. Only Ethernet or USB Wi-Fi. Oh gosh, I gotta try this out. Yeah, so that's Windows 8 for y'all. So Windows 8, honestly, I don't think it's used stable enough to be used as a daily driver. I don't think it's usable because of the sleep mode errors and Wi-Fi card, especially the sleep mode stuff. That's why I think Windows 8.1 is just not good on the ladder to 5500. So yeah guys, that's it for today's video everyone. Next video, you know what we're gonna do in the next video? We're gonna be Hackintoshing this thing. That's right. We're gonna try getting Mac OS, and not just any Mac OS, but the newest version. We're gonna try getting Mac OS Tahoe on here, the liquid glass. It's actually gonna be my first time using any Apple product, so I'm gonna try doing that. But yeah, that was the Windows 8.1 experience on modern hardware. So 8th Gen Intel Core i7 8665U. Radeon 540X dedicated graphics, 16 gigs of RAM, and a 512GB NVMe SSD. Windows 8.1. Obviously, it's blazingly fast. Like it boots instantly. That's also another nice thing. That's better than Windows 10 is that it's super fast, but it's pretty unstable, and there's no Wi-Fi drivers. That's my main problem with it. But other than that, everything else works honestly fine, which is pretty nice for this modern latitude. Well, 2019, what I would say is so modern. This Core i7 8th Gen, it's pretty nice. It says class 3 UEFI, but it works. Also, you have to delete Intel PEP.sys for it to even boot, or also get the internal power error BSOD. That's gonna be it for today's video. Everyone, let's turn this thing off. I don't care about this installation. We're gonna be Hackintoshing it now. We're gonna try triple booting Windows, Linux, and Mac OS. Yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching my Power Blast X. Be sure to like, share, comment, and until then, I'll see y'all in the on, guys. It's your boy Power Blast X here, back with another video. So today, welcome to Power Blast X, and the Dell Latitude 5500 is back. Now this is a sequel to the previous video where we tried to get Windows 8 on here, and now today we're gonna be getting Windows 7 on here. So yeah, but if you didn't know what the other last video was, basically try getting Windows 8 on here on modern hardware, Windows 8 on modern hardware, and it was pretty interesting. Most of it actually did work, but a bunch of stuff failed. So, but today we're gonna go even down further, and now we're gonna do the same with Windows 7. So if you don't know what Windows 7 is, it's an operating system by Microsoft released in 2009. Released in 2009, it was the successor to Windows Vista. Windows 7 and Vista were actually like pretty similar. This laptop was released in 2019, so that means Windows 7 is like 10 years older than this laptop. Windows Vista introduced the Aeroglass effect, and Windows 7 kind of polished it more. So the Aeroglass is like the cool transparent UI elements, and like pretty much skeuomorphism, fruit trigger arrow, and then Windows 8 introduced Metro theme with the more flat elements, and it still continued to this day in Windows 11. So yeah, that's the backstory and the UI and stuff. Also, today is Saturday, as it's also Thanksgiving break from school, so there's no school for a whole week, so that's pretty awesome. But I did record some parts of this, some other parts I want to include in this video, including school vlogs from like some parts of the school day from Thursday and Friday. So yeah, let's insert that part here.
The fuck?
Let's go!
Take my stuff. Just went off again, bro. You just go off again. I'll make this shot. You have to subscribe. You gotta subscribe though. I made the shot first. It was actually definitely first try actually. I'm gonna cut the other parts out. I'm gonna cut that part out. I'm gonna cut that part out and say it was first try. Let's cut this part out. Alright guys, if I make this shot, I will get Windows 7 working. Alright guys, in my 6th period now guys. This is I work with this person. Shout out to Fire Instincts on YouTube. Subscribe to Fire Instincts. But bell's gonna ring anytime. There we go. I'm gonna head to my lunch now guys. Guys, this is what we got for school lunch everyone. We got pizza crunchers, we got broccoli apple slices, so yeah, yo,
You can make the background on your computer.
I left. Everyone's lined up. That's why it's so empty right now. There's guys. Head to my 8th period now. Is anyone in? Computer classroom 219. Look how empty it is. This guy's computer classroom. That's epic. Fucking god. Bro, that's LB. Bro, that's LB. That's my friend LB right there. He's pulling up to the streets with the ultimate Mather High School trio. Yep. Alright guys, we're now walking, so I gotta start this video real quick now.
Whoa, that was a really crazy thing you've ever seen, right? You definitely cared about that on the video. That's about Windows 7, but then you saw clips completely unrelated to that. Anyways, let's start now. Let's start with this shit now. So, yeah. So the Dell Latitude 5500 business class notebook by Dell. So the specs of this laptop, first of all, Core i7 8th gen, 8th gen i7. Then inside this machine is 16 gigs of RAM as well, 16 gigabytes of DDR4 dual channel RAM, a 512 gigabyte NVMe WD SSD, and also an AMD Radeon 540X GPU. In this USB drive is my Windows 7. Here's the original Windows 7 I have. Windows 7 fully loaded. It's just the original Windows 7 that has like drivers for like modern stuff like USB 3 and NVMe drives. Yeah, let's see, whatever. And this is the person that uploaded, so credit to them. Yeah, the casing is broken, but this is a USB drive, so let's connect it. My USB ports are fucked up, that's why I have to use this thingy. That's partition 1. Oh! It seems like it's working so far. Windows is loading files. This is gonna work. Oh. Nice. Ho ho! First issue, guys. First issue, so I know exactly what's happening here. It's, I think, something with the interrupts or something with EFI class 3 that's not supported by Windows 7. So that's why it just freezes like this. There's something with class 3 UEFI stuff. Boom! UEFI 7. So it's a custom like EFI, it's just a custom EFI mod. Credit to this person here, but yeah. It's just a custom like EFI file or whatever. It's just a custom version of the EFI file that makes Windows 7 work with class 3 UEFI. So let's just do this patch right now. Let's turn this thing off.
Alright, so here is UEFI 7, and let's plug in our flash drive with Windows 7 on it. Alright, so what do we have to do first? So rename bootx64.efi to bootx64.original.efi. So let's open a file explorer, head to our USB drive with Windows 7 on it, EFI boot bootx64.efi, bootx64.original.efi. Oh wait, never mind, sorry, we just .original. There we go, and now unpack that. So we gotta download this. Let's extract the contents of this to our USB drive and EFI. Okay, and I guess that should be it. So now let's eject. There we go. And also, before we even do this, we gotta clean up this computer. This computer's kind of nasty here. Look at all these fingerprints. We gotta get this cleaned up.
There we go. Much better. Much better. Alright, now let's try this again. So let's select the USB drive. Partition 1. Enter. What the fuck? Alright, it was a super dumb thing. I just didn't extract the files in the right place, but now I did. So let's restart this. Nice. Look at that. We're officially in the Windows setup. Does the trackpad work? Whoa, the trackpad works too? That's nice, actually. I actually didn't expect the trackpad to end up working. Look at that. We got the actual Windows 7 setup working on here. So let's install now. The pointing stick, even the pointing stick works. Wow, the pointing stick works. Everything's working so far. Whoa. Oh no.
Alright guys, so I had to use actually a different ISO. This time it actually ended up working, so yeah, I just searched up another ISO on archive.org and that ended up working. So let's accept here, next, custom. Hey, there we go, our NVMe actually shows up. Nice. My NVMe shows up. Let's erase everything. So format, let's get rid of this. Let's just clean the whole NVMe drive. I have no data on here anyway, so it doesn't matter. Delete all these partitions, I don't care about them. Come on. Delete. New partition. I can't believe this is working here. Next. Oh, there we go. We are now installing Windows. We're installing Windows 7. Let's see how long this is going to take. Let's see. So far this looks good. And the USB drive is working so far. It's the time my NVMe. Input devices are working, like my pointing stick, trackpad, and basic GPU, like generic drivers, are apparently working. So that's good to see. Alright guys, so I ended up taking around like 15 minutes, I would say, for it to finish. So yeah, that's pretty awesome. So will it restart now? Took around like 15 minutes. There we go. It's not going to restart. So let's let it do its thing. Good. Dell logo.
This could actually end up working. Wow. Alright, well, it's taking a super long time for this to happen. It's taking a very long time here. Based on these instructions, we have to, after the installation, we have to rename boot the mgfw.efi. So boot the mgfw.original.efi.
and then copy the boot x64 to EFI to that, all of that, to boot MGFW to EFI using EFI shell. So we gotta do all of that now. Yep, there it is. Let's continue. There we go. We're now in the UEFI shell, so type in command. So map dash r, what? Map dash r. There we go. So there's FS0. So FS0 is our USB drive. FS1 is my EFI partition. CD EFI slash Microsoft slash boot. Rename GFW.EFI boot MGFW.EFI original.EFI, right? Boot MGFW.EFI. Maybe it's just REN. Alright, it was just REN. Now FS0 CD. Oh no, it's just here. Alright. Copy boot x64.EFI FS1 /EFI / Microsoft / boot /GFW.EFI. Alright, I think that's it. I think that is it. Now, does exit just work? Just turn this off. Starting Windows. Oh, it's working. Okay. Wow. Look at that. Oh. Yo. We got in. Just type in my name, J. And then computer op. Okay. Latitude 5500. Type of password. Sure, let's have a. Nah, I don't care about password. Sure, use recommended settings. Why not? We're Central Time, US. Finalizing your settings? No way. Oh, you look at that. Look at that. No way this is working. What the hell? Wait, we even got sound. Sound drivers right out of the box. Obviously no Wi-Fi because the 9560 only cannot support anything. You can't even change the resolution to 1080p. Alright, we got this, guys. Computer. The fuck, we just got in. We just got in Windows 7. Wait, can y'all hear that though? Let's get it closer to my microphone. Can y'all hear that? The fan it's getting super hot. The computer is getting really, really hot. So we're gonna enable test mode. So I guess CMD, right? Then is it BCD edit dash. Is that the right command? There we go. And yes, we're gonna try getting arrow glass working too. First, let's see what works now. No arrow. Alright, so we got no arrow glass, but what about the classic thing? Does the classic thing work at least? It should work, obviously. Yep. Classic thing. It's just cool seeing a classic thing natively work on this old laptop. And nope, we got no scrolling. How about track point scrolling? Nope, no pointing stick scrolling as well. So 0 touchpad scrolling. So I'm gonna need probably a moderate eye to see to make that work. Alright, let's switch back to the basic theme. Does sleep work? When you just close the lid. Now, oh nope, you can literally see the display on. So sleep does not work. Let's try our best getting drivers on this thing. Did it just turn off? Did it really just turn off? Currently copying the drivers to the USB drive, so hopefully this will work. I managed to get a bunch of drivers. Let's see if they're gonna work. Resuming Windows? What the hell? Was that hibernating? Oh no! What the fuck is this?
What the hell is this? Well then, I guess it's probably some hibernation state, right? Oh my! What the hell happened? Welcome. As you can start up with just extremely fast. 10 seconds around. Do we have drivers? Does Ethernet work? It does not look like Ethernet is working. Yep. And then we're going to be connecting our USB Wi-Fi adapter just for Snappy Driver Installer. And Snappy should install the drivers for the Ethernet, so Ethernet will work, so I don't have to use a USB thing anymore. And no, the 9560 Wi-Fi card, the Wi-Fi card on here will not work out. Snappy Driver Installer. Allow access. Download indexes only. It's going to be downloading the indexes now. Got all the stuff in Snappy Driver Installer just all read out. It's just all read. It's finished downloading, so now it's installing all the drivers. Right now it's installing UHD 620, but I don't think Snappy's version is gonna work, but let's see if it will. I also just did a workout as well. Let's do music. The workout. Yes, this is my basement, by the way. Pretty cool, pretty cool. It's kind of messy right now. I gotta clean it all up, but you know, I was doing a workout while waiting for all this. It's currently like what, 6 a.m. around 6:30 a.m. All right, everything's done now. So I guess does this Ethernet work? Hey, Ethernet works. Guess let's restart. Shut it down. I started the GPU drivers actually worked. Alright. No way! No way! No way, are we getting Aeroglass? No way, Aeroglass works right now. Oh. Alright, trackpad does not work. Unfortunately. It is spamming that too. Wait, no info works. The trackpad and the pointing stick stopped working. No. Hold on, I'm gonna grab my mouse now. Alright guys, I just have to uninstall the driver. That touchpad driver was just not a correct driver, but bro, no way this actually the graphics driver worked. Let's try out Aeroglass, guys. Let's try out Aeroglass. Alright, moment of truth. Will Aeroglass work? Moment of truth. And 3, 2, 1. Guys, Aeroglass worked. Aeroglass hound. Bro, is this real Aeroglass? Bro, oh my fucking gosh. Wait, where is it at? Is it just video controller network adapter? Until display audio. Display adapters. Yep, UHD 620. Oh my gosh. Alright, well I guess we have Aeroglass now. Let's install the DGPU driver as well. Alright guys, so I pretty much got it able to work as much as I can. So yeah, let's see how this is like. So let's turn it on. So I got everything to my liking, and I also got it fully updated with Legacy Update. So let's turn it on. Dell logo. It boots extremely fast, like really fast. So I mean, it's kind of expected. NVMe drive, 8th gen i7, 16 gigs of RAM is gonna boot super fast. Well, look at this. Alright, boom, look at this. It's super fast. And it's working well. Brightness now works. I used a different GPU driver and that ended up working. And pretty much all the hotkeys work. Microphone and the webcam has no drivers, unfortunately. I don't know if I have to maybe install it myself or whatever, but yeah. Projector does work, the projector option. That's epic. Windows tab does work, Alt tab also works, it's just out later. We have programs open, calculator shortcut. Hey, that works too actually. Calculator shortcut works. Pointing stick and trackpad work, but you can't scroll with them, and there's no gesture, so it's super basic. Mouse input. Wi-Fi. I'm using a USB Wi-Fi adapter. There's 0 Wi-Fi card support, but Ethernet does work on here. As you can see, Aeroglass is working, but apparently the AMD driver didn't work. It just gave me an error, so I don't know why. But the iGPU driver does work, and you get Aeroglass full acceleration. It's working well. So that's nice. Let's go into web browser. Supermium obviously will work. It's like Supermium is just a forked version of Chromium that works on basically. Well, right now I think it's a Windows 2000 down to Windows 2000. It's just the newest version of Chromium, so web browsing is gonna be perfectly good. You know, everything should work. Every website should work because it's the newest version of Chromium, I think. So it's like a very new version of Chromium that Supermium is based on it. So web browsing works pretty well. Sound is functional. Sound works well. Thermals isn't that bad. I mean, it's not like the fan does like constantly blow and get hot, but like it's not like continuous. There is some thermal stuff going on. It's not like there's no thermal stuff and it's continuously getting hot. Like this is getting hot, but as you can see, the fan just turned off, so there is some thermal management going on, so that's good. Yeah, that's good. Paint, it's working well. See, it's all working well. Keyboard backlight, it should work because it's BIOS controlled. Yeah, look at that sticker, Intel Core i7. And yes, we will run the Windows the experience index. We will run the experience index in a bit as well. So let's see, let's run Windows Media Center. As you can see, running perfectly fine. What the hell just happened? Oh yeah, there we go, look at that. Windows Media Center, absolutely beautiful. Let's play the sample music here. This is just so peak. How the hell do you mean? Absolutely amazing, bro. I love the Media Center UI, bro. This is such a good UI. Like seriously, I just love this UI, bro. Oh my god, this even works too. It's just working so perfectly. Visualization works. Even the volume control works. Look at that. Look at that. The Windows Media Center looks so nice. Like it's working so perfectly somehow. Windows 7 Media Center. Alright, let's close out of this. Let's try out games. Let's go into games here. What the hell? Why is there only like why are there like no games on here? Well, I don't know why there's no games on here. Maybe it's because I'm using Windows 7 Enterprise. Maybe is that why? Does Enterprise not have games on it? What? Man. Well, let's try some of the gadgets. We got gadgets. Gadgets peak, clock, weather, calendar, CPU meter, picture puzzle, all working beautifully. Cannot connect to service. Yeah, that's just like down. Yeah. But is it down though? Chicago IL. Location not found. Alright. Yeah. The gadgets are like you have to use. I think there's like a third party you can use to get gadgets to revive the stock Microsoft shutdown server. Yeah, look at this. Look how beautiful this looks. Oh my gosh. Gadgets working. Battery indicators, ACPI works, but there still has its issues. Alright. It still has its issues. Once the scrolling doesn't work in the touchpad, zero gestures, no Wi-Fi card support, but most importantly, let's put the computer to sleep. Did you hear that? It made a disconnect sound. That is not a good sign, alright? And look what happens when you wake it up from sleep. First of all, it takes a minute for it to like actually start up, but look at that. That is not good. the resolution drops and all mouse input stops working. All mouse input starts working and the resolution drops to 1024 by 768, I believe, is what this is. Not even the clicking button works. No mouse input works. So you have to use the keyboard to navigate. Let's head to the display settings. Look at that. Adjust resolution. Look at this. It's showing us multiple monitors, even though this is literally not. And 1, 2. Does that mean it's being mirrored? Also, UI is glitching out too. I literally can't click it. I literally can't select or change this at all. Yep. It's completely broken now. That's right. Waking from sleep breaks it. The only way to fix this, the only way to get this fixed is by restarting. See, that's a big issue. When you put this to sleep and you wake it from sleep, the resolution drops and mouse input starts working. I don't know why it's happening. Maybe some GPU like initialization error, some kind of initialization error from sleep mode that's causing it to like break or whatever. Some kind of initialization or like sleep mode. It's just some kind of power state. I don't know what it is, but it's just causing it to break. The same thing happened on Windows 8.1 too, but on Windows 8.1 the resolution didn't drop. But on Windows 8.1 the mouse did stop working just like 7, but the resolution didn't drop when you wake up from sleep. So almost the same thing happened on Windows 8.1 on here, but yeah. So after restart, it's completely back to normal. Oh, and it moved the gadgets because the resolution drops. Man, I have to move that back. But yeah, restart fixes it. So yeah, Hibernate. I believe Hibernate should work though. I think Hibernate does work. So yeah. So if we're gonna like put it to sleep, don't put it to sleep. Instead, just use Hibernate. I believe Hibernate does work because I believe that doesn't do any like AC by sleep mode. All it does just it actually powers off the computer and just writes everything to RAM, and then you can quickly access this back. That's how Hibernate works. But yeah, but if not, everything works well. Here's the file explorer. NVMe drive working fine. Let's go into properties here. Windows 7 Enterprise, beautiful. From your CPU, the Core i7-8665U at 1.90 GHz, 16 GB of RAM, beautiful. 64-bit operating system. You see, this is just working so well. This is working super well. I'm just super happy. Let's get this plugged into a power source now. Let's get this plugged into our power source, so we could actually run the Windows Experience Index. Thunderbolt. Let's plug that in. There we go. Can detect. Thing is detected. Wow, it's super bright. Let's do this. Refresh the Windows Experience Index. Alright, let's see what this hardware will score. Super excited to see how much this will actually score. Because again, this is a pretty high-end business laptop from 2019. I would still say it's modern today, even though it's 6 years old. It still has a bunch of stuff that modern laptops have, like, for example, NVMe. The Wi-Fi card is, I believe, 6E Wi-Fi, I believe it is. It's 16 GB of DDR4 RAM. It has all the USB ports are USB 3.1. It has Thunderbolt 3, Class 3 UEFI, the TPM 2.0. It's on the official support list for Windows 11, and what else? Well, you get the point. It's a pretty modern laptop, even today, even being 6 years old. It's still pretty. I would still consider this pretty damn modern. And a bunch of new laptops today don't even have all the modern stuff that this has. Like, a bunch of new laptops still use barrel charging instead of USB-C, and they even have USB 2.0 ports on them, like those crappy Celerons, even some Core i3 machines. So that's why I believe this is a modern machine. And officially, this obviously only supports Windows 10 and up officially. Look how fast the fan is like spinning up. Like, wow, it's getting super hot during this. Alright, just finished. We're back in Aero. We got a 7.1. That's nice. Look at that. We got a 7.1 in the Windows Experience Index. So yeah, that's a pretty nice score. I'm not gonna lie. Wow. Processor is super good. Hard disk is good. The graphics is also. It would be better with the dedicated GPU. It would obviously be better, but apparently I guess these drivers just don't work for some reason, but yeah, the 540X, but it's fine. The UHD 620 was good enough for this. For Windows 7, it's more than good enough, the UHD 620. But look at how beautiful this looks though. Aeroglass. Let's test out other themes as well. Let's try out the... We started with the basic theme. Let's try out the classic theme. Look at it, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Classic theme looks absolutely nice on here. Magnifier, it all works. Everything works on here. Everything is just super functional. What else can you try? Windows DVD Maker, that obviously works. Like, it's just a pretty like solid machine, honestly. Windows 7 runs pretty well on here, but there are obviously big issues. But I would say this is actually pretty usable. This is pretty usable, I would say. Windows 7 runs super fast. Personally, let's switch it back to Aeroglass, which is beautiful. My theme of Aeroglass. Let's switch it back to my wallpaper. It's Windows 7 wallpaper for the thumbnail. Let's move these gadgets back. 7.1 Windows Experience Index pretty solid. Web browsing works well. Just how fast everything just look how fast everything works with XPS Viewer, sticky notes, devices and printer. Like, it's working so perfectly. It's just actually like working so nicely. Like, I did not expect this to work at all. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna be it for today's video, everyone. I really appreciate all watching, and thanks for blowing up the other Windows 8 video. Like, I did not expect that video to blow up at all. So like, my channel, I gained so many subs from that. And yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. Next up, we're gonna be doing Windows XP. That's gonna be it for today's video, everyone. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate if you leave a like, subscribe, comment, and yeah, I know, leave some suggestions in the comments below. What should I do next? You know, I will definitely be trying Windows XP, see if I can get that work, and maybe I am also gonna do Hackintosh. So I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving as well. Yeah, it's November 22, 2025. So yeah, thank you all for watching this video. Yeah, like, subscribe, comment. Peace out. Have a good one, guys. Have a good one. What's up, YouTube? It's Power Blast X here, back at it with another video. Today I wanted to show you my failed attempt at getting Windows Vista working on modern-ish hardware. So this is a Dell Latitude 5500, a Dell business class laptop from 2019, and right now I tried a Windows Vista extended kernel ISO and it failed. As you can see, in safe mode it shows a red bar at the top, which is a broken BSOD. So yeah, so then I tried slipstreaming custom drivers and using a fresh stock Windows Vista SP2 ISO, and now it's the next day and I'm in a car. Just ignore it. I was just in a road trip going to Schaumburg, from Chicago to Schaumburg, just for fun. It was like it was Thanksgiving break, November, so a week off school. But anyways, going to the boot menu now, trying to boot off this ISO I made of the USB. But yeah, this is pretty modern. HNI7, UHD 620, Radeon 540X, 16 GB of DDR4, USB 3.1, NVMe, UEFI cluster, you name it. So right now we're booting to the installer. This uses a Windows Vista. I installed a Win, but the actual PE is Windows 7 PE. That's why I booted into this setup, because the setup uses Windows 7 setup. So as you can see, I'm gonna be trying to install this. It uses the Windows Vista setup, but the Windows 7 pre-installation environment is being used. So yeah, this isn't Windows Vista yet. This is technically Windows 7, but the install.wim is a fresh stock Windows Vista SP2 with slipstream drivers. And as you can see, my NVMe drive is showing up, which is good to see. And now we're installing. As you can see,
it was able to pretty much finish the installation without any issues. So yeah, now it's going to be restarting pretty soon. Here's a view outside of where I'm currently at right now. And now it's restarting, so let's see if the install.wim worked. And let's see if Windows Vista will boot now. So far, Dell logo. So far, it's booting fine. And now during the boot manager, Windows Vista is showing up. I guess I automatically clicked enter, and look at that. It's a super glitched boot screen. That's actually the Windows Vista boot animation, but it's really glitched. But now the screen went black, and yeah, it's broken. It's not booting at all. So I tried going to Ventoy now and opening up the EFI shell. And in the UEFI shell, let's try copying UEFI 7 to it, because again, I only copied UEFI 7 to the installer, not the Windows 7 installer, not the Windows Vista. So I tried doing that, and now let's see safe mode to see what files are being copied. So UEFI 7 is now present on the EFI partition, so that hopefully helps with something. As you can see, we just crossed that intersection. We're like, I think we're like around Lincolnwood or Niles we're in. CRC disk.sys, that's where it stopped. That's normally the last loaded file before it's supposed to like boot up. Normally in Windows Vista, CRC disk is the last loaded file before it like does something. But as you can see, it's right now it's getting stuck, and yeah, it's not going anywhere. It was just stuck out here for a very long time. So I rebooted and just tried disable automatic restart, or actually no, driver signature enforcement. And now as you can see, the super glitch boot animation again. And then the screen goes black, and it's another fail. So, restarting again, start Windows normally, just trying this out again. Super glitch boot animation again. And another fail, yup. Failed again. So I booted back into the PE environment. And this time we're going to be trying out FlashBoot Pro, which is like an alternative EFI loader. So I clicked Windows Vista on FlashBoot Pro, start Windows normally, and it's just a black screen. Absolutely nothing shows up. So I tried some commands with may help maybe. So I just tried that, and yeah, I got stuck at that screen for a while again. So another fail. After almost an hour of driving, we reached IKEA Schaumburg. I guess IKEA Chicago, but this is not Chicago. This is Schaumburg, Illinois. But yeah, we're now at IKEA just for fun. After I
with
got home,
extended
I decided I
kernel.
was gonna try another method. So I was gonna try CSM wrap,
ISO.
which is a legacy layer for UEFI
Start.
Class 3 systems. It's like a legacy bootloader
Oh wait, never mind.
of some
I forgot
sort
to change it to
for
MBR.
systems
What are
that
we
don't
doing?
support CSM.
Yep.
Normally,
Gotta
like
change to
UEFI
MBR. I'm
Class
gonna try
3.
bringing it with
So
CSM wrap.
this time we're using a
There
VIST
we go.
extended kernel ISO, formatting the USB to
Alright.
legacy instead of UEFI.
Hopefully this ends up working. This is
And then we're
literally
using
the last thing I
CSM
will
wrap
try. This is
on the ladder
basically the
to
last thing I can
500
do.
to
And if
boot
this doesn't work, then
this
I guess
legacy
this is a
USB
failed
drive.
video.
Now
Now
we're trying
doing
using
all
an
the
NT-Lite
NT-Lite
to slipstream stuff.
for install.wim. Alright guys, we are now done with the USB. So let's get it plugged in. Let's get it plugged in. Here's the latitude. Let's get it plugged into a USB port. There we go. Open the lid. Press the power button. Get to CSM wrap, because of course this is now going to be legacy, so we need CSM wrap to actually add a legacy compatibility layer, because this is UEFI class 3. So 0. CSM wrap. Press escape for boot menu. USB drive. Look at how glitchy the Windows loading file screen this is, by the way. Look how messed up this shit is. Yep, it's like a super weird resolution. Everything's like one square. And look at that, there's artifacts from the boot screen too, and yeah, everything's just in one square. This is weird. Is it gonna do anything? There we go. And again, this isn't Windows Vista. This is just the Windows 7 PE. It just uses the Vista wallpaper and logo. Oh my god, I need a product key, bro. Alright, so the terms. See my NVMe will be detected. And yep, there we go. GPT, yep, you have to be legacy, so let's format it. It's this format, nope. Guess I'll use this part to convert it to GPT then. I mean, MBR. We have to convert it to MBR now. This part. Cell this 0. Wait, list part. Alright, clean. No, conv MBR. Alright, now it's gonna show. There we go. New partition, apply. So Alt tab. Let's just close the command prompt. We don't need that anymore. There we go. Alright, let's see if this is gonna work now. Alright, so now it's basically done. So after it restarts, you have to go back into the BIOS and select CSM wrap, because obviously the normal BIOS is not going to be able to boot this because it is a legacy MBR drive now. So every time I boot, you have to go through CSM wrap to make it work. Let's head to the boot menu. Okay, why is CSM wrap gone? What the hell happened? Well, I guess I know why, because it got wiped from the EFI partition. Yeah, the EFI partition did get wiped, that's why. Well, let's just do it on the USB. We can boot from it on the USB, so let's just do that. I believe Ventoy should let me just do that. Actually, no, I'm not gonna use Ventoy, actually. I'm just gonna, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. CSM wrap x64 to EFI, copy. Why the hell is my USB drive not showing anymore? Alright, I just copied CSM wrap to the EFI portion of the USB drive, and that made the BIOS detect it. So now CSM wrap the EFI finally made it to boot entry. Let's click it. Is it gonna work? CSM wrap, there we go. Let's see, is it no? It's number 2. Oh my gosh, this is so broken. What the hell is this? I don't think this is gonna work at all, but let's see. Like, I don't think it's even worth trying this, but let's see what it's gonna do. They just restart. It just rebooted. Fuck, man. No. But we're gonna get so far, and now it's so close, but so far. I don't think it's gonna end up working, guys. This is gonna have to be a scrapped video, I feel like. Let's just try this again. Boot menu. How about safe mode? Bro, this screen is just so broken. Like, the text-based stuff or whatever just super broken. If this doesn't work, then I don't think this is gonna work at all. This is literally our only. Yep, it didn't work. It didn't work. It just restarted. It just didn't work. Well, I have no clue what we could do now. There's literally, I don't think there's any other option left. We might just have to scrap this now. Alright, this time I'm gonna try a real Windows Vista ISO that's unmodified, and I'm gonna slipstream the drivers myself. So let's see if an unmodified one without any extended kernel will work. Just a normal vanilla Windows Vista. Hopefully this ends up actually working. Alright guys, well that was all the attempts at trying Windows Vista. Just didn't boot, couldn't get in any environment, so we're just restoring Windows 10 now. I'm putting back Windows 10 on here, and now next up we're going to be doing Hackintosh, macOS 26 Tahoe. So I hope you'll enjoy the video. Be sure to let share, comment, give me some ideas in the comments. Maybe if you have things that I might be able to try, then help me out. But until then, thank you so much for watching this video. Let share, comment, peace out.
Yo, what's up YouTube? It's Power Blast X here, and today we're going to be hackintoshing the Dell Latitude 5500 with macOS Tahoe. That's right guys. So basically, this thing was released almost like 5 years ago, and it has 8th gen Core i7 with UHD 620 and Radeon graphics, 16 gigs of RAM, and an NVMe SSD. Now, here's the back of it. So, yeah, this is a 2019 laptop. Let's get it opened up. Let's get it turned on. Use my zoom here. Turn on. Oh well, there's like shadows. So right now, this thing has Windows 10 and Ubuntu on it. Windows 10 and Ubuntu, and we're gonna be making a separate partition for macOS, so it's gonna be triple booted. That's right, we're doing a triple boot. Also, this is my first video with my new camera. Let's open up our camera in this computer so you can see my setup. What's up guys? That's me over there monitoring. This right here is the Canon Vixia HFR72. So I already set up an EFI partition. I used OpenCore Simplify, which is a tool that automatically gets all your kex needed for your system, so go check them out, link in the description. And also, this video is not a tutorial, so if you need important questions or whatever, I may be able to help you, but don't expect this to be a tutorial on how to do this yourself. This is just doing a showcase. Anyways, OpenCore Simplify helps you get all your kex and stuff. This is my first time doing this, by the way, too, so I have no experience with this as well. But yeah, automatically gets your kex, basically your system information, all that. Automatically generates the EFI file, and I already had a macOS Tahoe recover image to my USB drive, so I already had a USB drive made. So that's how I already did that. So yeah, so now let's make a macOS partition. Man, I just love this new camera. It has optical zoom, 32 I believe, 32 times optical, 57 times advanced, and up to 1,000 times zoom I believe, 1140. That's amazing. But
Let's make our partition for Mac OS. Let's just make a new volume. We're gonna do NTFS. Obviously, we're not gonna install it on an NTFS partition. We just need the installer to be able to detect the partition. Because if it's unallocated, like it's just kind of hard to get it to like the installer to detect the partition. So we're gonna format NTFS. Then we could use disk utility in the installer to actually then format it with a proper file system. So here's my USB drive. It's a team group USB drive. It has my Mac OS stuff already on it, so let's just plug it in. So I have my USB hub because a bunch of USB ports on this laptop are actually broken. That's why I need a hub. Well, I guess it's kind of Mac OS fashion anyway. A bunch of Mac OS laptops, you need a USB hub since they don't have that many ports. Well, then some of the new ones do, but yeah. Let's get it plugged in. It should just pop up. There we go. Alright. I grabbed the wrong USB. Alright, finally got my right USB. Let's get it plugged in to our USB hub. Alright, here's our proper USB drive with all the EFI files. OpenCore Simplify already set up. I love this laptop, and it's also my main and only laptop, so I better not mess anything up or break it, because I do rely on this, especially for high school too. Alright, UEFI, there you go. Hopefully it just works like that. There's OpenCore. Let's open a Mac OS. So before I do this, right now it's winter break. Alright, Mac OS DFG. Alright, it's gonna take some time probably. Oh yeah, there. I was literally just about to stop recording, but now it actually works. There you go. Gosh, this zoom is way better than my phone. My phone may have slightly better video quality than my S22 Ultra, but optical zoom beats every phone that exists. Alright, Mac, look at this. Dell MacBook. Apple logo on a Dell. We officially have a MacBook without paying $1,300, guys. Without paying $1,300, we officially have a Dell MacBook. We got in, so it works. Trackpad, oh yeah, trackpad works. Does the keyboard work? Keyboard is working. How about the pointing stick? No pointing stick. Alright, got this. Alright, language is English. There we go. We just got in. So we gotta go into disk utility. The Wi-Fi, well, it's not showing any Wi-Fi at the top, but let's try the web browser. +x.weebly.com. Look at that. Yep, Wi-Fi is working. Intel Wi-Fi, and it imported the profile from Windows. So just the UI for the Wi-Fi isn't working.